We tend to look for technological leaps on a stage during a keynote, but often the most significant shifts happen in the background. Recently, OpenAI swapped out the core engine powering ChatGPT. There was no announcement or notification. The system simply changed while millions were using it. For years, the trade-off of using large language models was clear. They were brilliant conversationalists, capable of writing poetry or code, but they were unreliable researchers. This produced the hallucination problem, the tendency for a model to invent legal citations, medical facts, or historical dates with absolute confidence. That unreliability created a ceiling. It was impossible to trust a system with high-stakes professional work if it couldn't distinguish between a fact and a guess. This created a bottleneck. If a professional saves an hour drafting a report, but spends 2 hours fact-checking the AI's fabrications, the tool isn't actually providing utility. In the AI industry, the goal shifted. Creative output was no longer the priority. Verifiable reliability became the only metric for success. To move past this, developers had to silently overhaul the logic of a system already used by millions. That massive, silent overhaul finally arrived in the form of GPT-5.5 Instant, which was immediately deployed globally as the brand-new default system. This was a complete engine swap executed without user downtime. There was no version toggle or setting to change. The model simply began processing information differently. The impact of this update is visible in the error rates. This chart shows a 52.5% drop in hallucinations compared to the previous model. Alongside that improvement, we see a parallel 37.3% drop in general logical errors. This data suggests a transition away from the confident liar model towards a system capable of genuine analysis. While the back-end data changed, the evidence of this shift is visible in how it communicates. You might have noticed the answers have become significantly more concise. The conversational apologies and excessive emojis are disappearing, replaced by structural bullet points and direct facts. These changes are intentional. The system is no longer trying to simulate the warmth of a human companion. Instead, the compute power previously used to mimic social cues is being redirected toward accuracy. The chatbot is finally becoming a highly effective tool. Precision is only half of the story. The update also introduced a change in how the model handles time: persistent memory. Early AI was a blank slate. Every time you started a new session, the system forgot everything you had previously discussed or worked on. GPT 5.5 Instant now links your past conversations, documents, and preferences into a persistent profile. Because the system carries this context forward, you no longer have to re-explain your goals or repeat instructions for new tasks. It applies previous context to your query automatically. Memory changes the nature of the software. It is the requirement for a tool to function as an assistant. When a system becomes both highly accurate and contextually aware, the way we interact with it changes. The user relationship fundamentally moves away from simple utilization and shifts toward a form of active, ongoing collaboration. This leap in how we use computers didn't happen with a press release. It happened while the screen looked exactly the same. Often the most meaningful technology isn't announced. It just quietly becomes the infrastructure we rely on.